In the 2 hours that passed, the streets were deserted.
Hello, Apocrypha fans. It's the Liching Hour. I'm Kevin from Level 9. Tonight, we are playing the Apocrypha Adventure Card Game, Part 2 of the Law of Averages mission. We rejoin Frank and Gabrielle just outside a building within an old, deserted Poseidon power station in the Mojave. They had followed a demon there they believe has a contract they need. Full well knowing that they're also entering in an ambush. They were ambushed at the airport, at McCarran International Airport, and they followed this demon to this abandoned power station. Gabriella had just got hit really hard with an AI that was programmed to act as a defense for the demon. When they fled, him and his minion fled into the power station. So Gabrielle's not doing too great. She and Frank are working on like just a couple hours of sleep. Frank's sobering up. Gabriella is down to just a few cards in her deck. We do have a fleeting fragment that we might be able to use to help her. Hopefully she's got some healing in her deck too. I don't think she does, to be completely honest. Frank did just pick up a sweet new card though. Sawed-off shotgun, baby. Lupara. So, yeah, it's Frank's turn. And they need to find a new way into this power station. Let's see where the cards take us. It's Frank's turn. This is a odd mission. We're not drawing omens. We're drawing straight from the deck. Boom. Seriously? Oh, no. So I have this bad habit of... it's not a habit. I just got this bad way of always reshuffling cards and having them come back up on top of the deck. I don't know what it is. But, yeah. Frank's got to take care of this. This is the same AI that took out Gabriella in the last episode. Not took her out, but, like, hurt her bad. Okay. Well, we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's up. First thing he's got to do is make a mind... Okay. Mind check. Frank is not a dumb bunny, though. Let's see. We got 3, and he has resist of 1. So he just needs 8. Okay. You may recycle 1 mind or hack gift to keep 4 dice. This might be just fine. So, this thing almost fried Gabrielle's deck, her little mini deck she has. Frank looks at this the old-fashioned way. He wants to get in this place. He's not messing around. He decides just to take the door down, and he pulls out his shotgun, his newly found sawed-off shotgun, to do the trick. Okay. I wonder if I did this when I tried to get this Lupara. I hope I did. Oh, no, I didn't have to, because I got it off the... That's right. We beat the stash, the homeless robot, and in his stash was this. That's cool. That's killer. Okay. This... Okay, all right. This is what's going to happen. Frank's taking the door down himself. He's using his gun. We're going to do the 16 for the rage. Let's see. A symbol versus a threat. Recycle. Add 1 bonus die. If you're skilled in the strike, you may bury this gift and add 4 bonus dice instead. I don't want to... I don't want to discard it either. I'm not going to bury it to add 4 bonus dice. I'd rather recycle it. And then if I recycle it, I can use the murder board to boost rage. So we are going to... He's got 4 rage. We use the murder board to boost. We use La Para to recycle to add 1 bonus die. And then... this is a resist. Oh, he certainly got resist. So boom. We're gonna throw 7 dice and see what's up. Yes. All right. Let's see if he blows this door in. See if the AI can protect itself from Frank. Block. Frank. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. Boom. Gabrielle and Frank look at each other like, yeah, Frank's gonna like this weapon. He just found his new best friend. The door blasts in. Yep. You see little wiring and stuff around the door. The AI is gonna have to find something else to go bother. But we do have to roll a body check after every 8. Yep. The door blew in. It didn't blow out. Didn't hurt Frank at all. Peace out. 0-day attack. Okay. The power gets recycled. Murder board gets discarded. Frank, what kind of... You got an Omen of Doom in your hand, buddy. What do you want to do with it? And evaluate. Trash the highest mind die. Well, yeah, let's do it. Omen of Doom feedback. Oh, crap. I hate the werewolves. Evaluate at a Doom Nexus. Increase the target by 2. Oh, crap. Can I avoid this? I hate that. That's a 16. Werewolves suck. Or we can use body. Huh. What do I got in my hand? I got bones in my hand. All right. Well, we got to fight him. So Frank blows open the door, and feeling pretty confident with himself, he strolls in, and suddenly wishes he hadn't just strolled in. In the it's kind of like a control room. There's like rows of older kind of computer screens, and in the corner, a large swath of shadow detaches itself from the wall, and eyes open up, and he hears this growl. Frank knows these growls. Actually, this is Frank's thing. He knows these growls, and of all the skinwalkers, the ones he shows the most respect to are the werewolves. You just don't fuck with a werewolf. And Frank gets that familiar kind of chill up his spine. He's like, oh, Scheiße. I gotta deal with this guy. All right, Frank, are you going to rage it? You're going to body it. Well, oh, that's cool. Okay. All right, we might pull that out. So it's 13 with a body, or it's 16 with a rage, I think. And we're going to go body. All right, 3 body, and let's see, 3 body. I could second. Okay, we got a fleeting fragment. The sights. Night on the African savannah. The steamy air full of fresh and squealing meat. You raise your head and throw back your hair to spot the hunter with his rifle aimed straight between your eyes. You open your mouth to explain you only found the antelope there like that. But gunshots roar drowns everything out. For some reason, Frank feels. Yeah. So, whenever Frank hunts skinwalkers, there's sometimes when he meets some that he feels like it's two hunters staring at each other, two predators staring right back at each other. Now Frank knows he's not a skinwalker, so he never really understands what happens, but he enters that mode like right away. So this we're gonna sacrifice this to get the skill sense 2. He already has skill sense 1, but skill sense 2 allows him to. He's gonna roll 2 dice with this. Yeah. So we're gonna sack that. We're gonna roll 5 dice to get a 13. Yeah. I don't want to mutate because last time I mutated, I got this Hellbound, and it made him. Well, you know what? He's only got 1 card. Gabrielle could help with 3 rerolls. Nah. Right. We've got a 10, 11, 12. He can use boost, or at Gabrielle can use her power. I think she might just do that. She's going to recycle a gift matching one of her skills, charm, to add +1 to that die roll, so he gets 13. Frank and this werewolf just go at each other. Frank jumps on top of these the computer consoles, and so does the werewolf. And they meet. And as they're about to meet in midair, Gabrielle comes in. She's got her blunderbusses out, and the werewolf it kind of disarms. He is just disoriented by seeing Gabrielle, and that split second, Frank's able to throw it down, and it lands in up against some of the Frank tosses it. Like they meet, and Frank kind of throws it, and it hits the a bank of consoles that apparently were dead, and it hits them really hard, busts them open, and shocks go, and it just electrocutes the werewolf. Sure. Damage. No. We got it. Frank doesn't have anything else to play. He's going to do that. We've got to draw. Oh no. This deck is 1 to 3, and the other Nexus is 4 to 6. 6. What we have to do is draw the top card, get rid of it, and shuffle a minion into that deck. Minion from the minion clock. And now it is Gabriella's turn. Gabrielle's like ready for war. She's got her blunderbusses out. Wishful Think and Dream Snare. She's gonna need them. Yes, especially because she moves around. They both get out of. They look around for an exit to get out of here because the sparks and the shit that's all like live is starting a fire on the werewolf's body. So they move to the back as fast as they can, and they see a door in the middle of the wall back in the back, and they hit that, open it up, and let's see, inside is like it's like a locker room, kind of, where the people who used to work there would keep all their stuff, and sitting there on a bench is a guy, just a random dude, in like an old school, like maybe janitor or blue kind of uniform. And when they walk in, he turns, and on his little lapel here is it says Poseidon Energy. It's got a little lightning bolt, and he gets up when they come in, and they can see the sheen of his eye, like he had been. See the golems, and they're not sure who else had figured out how to make androids or fleshy robots. It's kind of a new thing. Up until now, they just fought like they found more traditional AI robots with like they were made toys and things like that, but not like actual people-looking things, replicants, if you will. Anyway, this guy looks at him and then just starts running at him. Dum, 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 coming right at Gabriella. These guys are tough because... I'll get rid of that. These guys are tough because you gotta trash everything but 1s and 6s. It's pretty crazy. Alright. Blunderbuss number 1's coming out. She's going to use Rage. That allows her to add 1 Rage die. And she's skilled in Strike, so she can add a Mind or Soul die. She's going to add a Mind die. Lose using Mind or Rage. Sacrifice 1 card. Don't let me forget, I got to sacrifice a card if she loses this. Which sucks. Okay. She can stake a gift if she wants. Oh boy. Do I want to stake a gift? No. We're going to use... Oh, wait. She's got hack. So we got 6 dice. I really don't want to mutate. It's so dangerous. Okay, so this isn't too bad. We got a 1. We got to get rid of the 2, 3s, 4s, and 5s. But... Oh, we're going to re-roll something here, right? Yeah. Before that happens, we're going to play Wishful Thinking to shuffle it in to her deck. Gamble up to the number of dice equal to your Mind Virtue. My Mind Virtue is 3. So we're going to hope to roll a 6. Boom. Okay. These are trashed. This is shuffled into her deck. Discarded. This guy's coming running. She just calmly pulls out her blunderbuss and it roars throughout the whole locker room. This guy goes flying back, hole opening his chest, revealing circuitry and stuff, and maybe like whitish, not liquid but goo, and boom, hits the back of one of the lockers and slumps down. Another minion down. She doesn't have anything to play, so she can't go on, so she's going to draw 4. 2, 3, 4. And Frank. It's Frank's turn. Oh, wait. I've got to do the whole 5. That's the other Nexus. Drawn and gotten rid of a gift. Put a minion in there. This is lots of fights, man. Lots of fights. Oh, actually, we don't have to fight them all. That's the cool thing. All we got to do is time out. We just got to get them all into the decks. That's cool. Okay. Okay. I like this gift of Frank's that he's found. It's a key to something. Why is Frank so good at hunting skinwalkers? Why does Frank feel like he's been around a lot longer than his 30 years on the force? Why? Okay. First investigation of the turn. Yeah, when in Rome. Might as well play suffer 1 body or rage damage. I don't want to suffer any body or rage damage. This is even worse. I got to recycle 1 card at random. Aw. Recycling that card I told you I liked. Of course I am, right? Monsterpedia. Does he see? Oh, no. We were going to have these gifts be a lot less literal tonight. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if he feels this, though. Three mine dice. 3 and study. He doesn't have study. He doesn't have any of that. Oh, she was supposed to make a, hold on. She was supposed to make a body check. And she made it. Okay. Okay. You're rolling. He does not know it. Yeah. That whole encounter does not trigger any kind of memory or anything for him. I'm not going to play this Omen of Doom he's got in his hand. Pick those. Pass the turn to Gabriella. I'm going to roll the dice. 4. 1, 2. That's going to be the other deck. Got a Conspirator. I'll put another. I'll shuffle it when I get to it. Okay. Getting messy already, and we just started. Okay, first draw. Here we go, man. Oops. Same. Oh, I didn't put him in there, did I? Yep, I did. They start working their way through this locker room, heading towards looking for another way out, looking for where this other demon might have went. When this other guy, this time a woman, comes walking around in the locker room from behind, from a different direction. Direction was probably has a door, they're thinking. And she's got that same blank look, blank robot looking look. She comes running at, it's always running at Gabrielle. That's okay. Gabrielle is going to blunderbuss her ass too. All right, this time, nope, she can't. She needs to use mind. She's not going to blunderbuss her. She's going to use her mind this time so that Frank can help. And we're going to mutate. 1, 2. The mutation is going to be resolute. The effect is going to be, whoops, 3. Evaluate. Suffer 1 soul damage for each rolled bonus die. Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. She's going to boost her mind. When she sees this woman come walking around, she's already figuring that she's another one of these bots. So she's whipped out her deck and she's going to shut it down because Zeus and Sam armed her with an app to do that. That was the one thing that made them the most confident about walking into this ambush, knowing Aleph had been told at the same time that they were going for his contract. What made them confident is that she's got literally at a button's touch a way to turn these things off. So she decides she's going to gamble. She thinks she has enough time to connect and push the button before the lady gets to her. That's what these are going to represent. She's got 4 dice. Thanks to Frank, she's going to be able to re-roll 3 of them. That's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. But that's exactly what we freaking want. So what happens is she opens up the app. She didn't have it open before. It takes a little longer because the AI almost fried the whole phone. And she's going, come on. It's connecting. And Frank, just as this lady's getting to him, Frank steps in and body checks her. and she slams up against the locker, and that gives Gabrielle just an extra couple seconds for this thing to connect and the button to come up to shut her down, and she shuts her down. And let's roll for a body check. And she slumps to the ground, boom, boom, and hits the locker. That's the exact sound too. Shiva boom boom. Another minion down. This gets discarded. I need to be careful with Gabrielle. She's low on cards. So we're going to pass over to Frank. We need to get a card out of here. Oh, that's why I need to shuffle. As this deck fills with minions, and I have to pull from it, what I'm doing is I'm rolling a die to decide which deck to draw the top card from. If the top card's a minion that I've been putting in from the clock, we're going to take 2 cards of this deck. We're going to win if we time out of this minion deck, and there's cards left in these nexuses. This is a zealot is out of there, and we add a new card in there and shuffle it in. There's a lot of minions in this deck. We don't want to fight them all. There are 4 cards in the timeout deck. Okay. Frank. All right, they go to where that woman, and they find another door leading to some offices. And guess what? Guess what? We're running the siege. We're running the gauntlet. My bad. This time, though, it's Frank. Frank doesn't have one of these. Should have one of them. One of them contracted. Okay. Okay. I just thought of something. All right. Well, Frank's gonna take care of this chick. How is he gonna take care of not chick? It's a man. This man's in more of a white shirt kind of situation. Like he might be the doing who runs the show. And this one is weird because this one smiles at Frank. The other ones were lifeless looking or like dull looking. This one smiles at him. It maybe even winks like it knows him. It's weird. Well, Frank is going to use Rage. Frank is going to mutate. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's perverse. No. 2. A saint who assisted suffers 1 soul damage for each die Frank keeps. Okay. The most he's going to keep is 2, so she only takes 2 soul damage. Alright, so he's got 4 red. He has neither hack nor study. He can recycle 1 card to add 1 rage die. He's going to recycle his Omen of Doom to add a rage die. And then he's going to go ahead and use the pearl handled revolver too. She's not as cool as Laputa, but she's helped him out of a lot of situations. He's going to recycle it to add plus... Oh, wait, that's +1. That's it during evaluate. Never mind, we're going to keep that. Yeah, we're going to keep that. That could help. That means all he has to roll is a 6. And that'd be 1 die. That's sexy. Boom. Alright, so he is keeping a 6 and using the pearl-handled revolver to add +1. Oh man, that's what we could be doing with Gabriella. Just realize that. And boom, that's 7. So this guy, they find themselves in a row of offices, and This guy comes stepping out of an office, smiles and winks at Frank, and then tries to hit him with something. A 9-iron. And Frank ducks and pulls out. Frank ducks and pulls out his pearl-handled revolver and just point blank, or almost point blank, shoots this guy in the head. White liquid stuff kind of oozes out of the guy's head as it does it flail around. We'll see. We've got to roll. Oh, scheisse. Instead of rocking back, it rocks back, but then it comes forward and it's still smiling at him, and then just kind of throws its body on him. It hits Frank, and he bangs up against the door and some glass, and then it falls and then pushes the body off, but not without doing a little bit of damage to him. Gotta get rid of these cards. He takes a point of body damage, but all he has is a bones and a grifter. He's got to get rid of one of these randomly. Discards a point of damage, the grifter, and this gets recycled. But that minion is dead. They're killing a lot of Aleph children. Too bad. Aleph. Too bad. Oh, he kept one card, so that means Gabrielle takes a soul damage. She's going to discard the phylactery she has. And that's not good for her, man. She can't discard any more cards. Not cool, man. Well, he doesn't have anything else in his hand, so he's going to have to draw up to 4 and pass the turn. You got to roll for which deck is going to lose a card. Oh, it's the other one. An Omen of Hope. We're going to put a minion in there. There's only 3 left. And it's Gabrielle's turn. We're stuck in this power station. All right, let's win this gift. I think. I don't think it's going to happen. 3 mind. She's only got 2 soul. She's not going to use any cards in her hand. So we'll see if this happens. And it does not. Kind of a shame, actually. I'm going to hold on to the cards she has. She's going to draw 1 card. She's got 1 card left in her deck. We're going to roll. Oh, it's the other deck. All right. The other Nexus. And it's a minion, so we sacrifice the bottom card too. Oh boy. Alright, but we had another one there, and we have. How do we ever lose? Oh, I guess the last Nexus is sealed. Huh. Muscle memory. Oh, who is this? This is Frank. Frank. Muscle memory. All right, we need to win this gift so that we can reshuffle a card back in there. Frank's got an odd hand here. Frank's tired of this shit. He wants to find this demon. He's tired of these robot minions come running out of nowhere. It's time to go into hunt mode. See, he's got 3. He's gonna use this to boost body, and we'll go from there. He needs 12. Oh, he has resist 1. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Well, that's not a win. Okay. He has an Omen of Doom in his hand that he could play right now. Flip your Nexus Doom investigate. You may stash this Omen instead of sacrificing it to unstash 1 Omen. Oh. Let's do that. What omens do we have stashed here? I think we have some Omens of Hope. We do have an Omen of Comfort. Alright, we will unstash that. Stash this. Okay. What is it? Holy water cocktail. So, they head through these offices. They don't see anybody. And they open up into like a, it looks like it's like almost like a cistern kind of area. Maybe it was used for cooling, or I don't know. There's a little bit of water, but and it also a ladder that goes down into like a pipe, kind of a pipe system, and we're gonna roll for this really quick. Let's see how this figures into everything. But he's got strike 2, rage 3, rage 4, rage. Sorry, and he gets this handily. And when they get a gift, they get to. What did I do with his cards? He's not out of cards, is he? No. Uh-oh. I set his cards down. Now I don't know where. That's her last card. Oh, they're right here. All right. He can take this. What does this do anyway? Assemble versus a damned or deathless threat. Oh, nice. Sacrifice, add 3 rage dice, then evaluate. Heal 1 for each dice showing a 6. Yeah. All right, he's going to put Bones back in the deck because we want a gift. This isn't going to be a straight up literal holy water cocktail. This is going to be him looking down in the water, and for a brief second, he sees a trail, almost like demon oil. And he's like, they went down there. Gabrielle grunts and okay, and they climb down, and they're about to go in there. Let's he's got to pass his turn though. 1 2 3 4, and we got to roll. 3 means it's this deck. That deck out. We add another deck. We have 1 card left in that, so that's good. The power station. They're leaving the power station. Whoops. Won't do that. And entering the sewers. You cannot play powers to avoid unless you suffer 1 mind damage. Okay. I don't think in the 33 games we've played, I don't think I've ever avoided anything. That's one mechanic that kind of fails in this game. I would rather roll dice and do whatever I can to get dice than to shuffle a card that I just wasted a card to get back into the deck. If avoiding was taking the card out of the deck, I would probably do that. But the amount of options I have in order to do, like the ability to do that, is a lot different too, because I don't have a lot of cards that allow me to avoid. Maybe because I haven't collected them, because it doesn't seem all that useful. I'd rather gamble on the dice. It's Gabriella's turn, and we entering the sewers, and this is probably going to be, yes. Okay. So, So if he finishes this, well, yeah. Okay. As soon as they enter this, the sewer, this guy steps up, and she recognizes him as being one of the other guys who was in the car that was driving the Cadillac at the airport, the one that was driving the demon. It steps out of the shadows, and it says the deal has been made. and he steps out, puts out his arms like this, and it speaks in a voice that doesn't sound like it comes from him. And he says, the deal has been done. The contract has been given. I have the contract now. And he has it in his hand. It's like, Aleph asks that you respect the contract between us. Now he's referring to the kind of soft treaty that they've got, the Saints have with Aleph and his children. Problem is, Gabrielle knows this too, is Aleph didn't have any problem breaking this when he was coming to get his contract. So I don't think Gabrielle's going to put up with that shit. So we're going to take it all. We're going to give it all we got here. You know what? The best way to do this is to not let him live. First up, we're going to use a finger post symbol using rage. She's going to discard it to add 2 rage dice. She's got 3. She has 1, 2. This has got hack, so it's going to be another bonus die. Then she's going to discard the blunderbuss to add 1 rage die. And she's skilled in strike. She's going to add a mind. She's going to hit. Yeah. That's 8 dice. I'm not gonna mess with mutating. What does he got? Assembly versus a damned. Discard. Add 2 bonus dice. I don't have any more bonus dice really to add. So Frank's gonna add the Halligan bar. He's going to assemble versus add 1 body or rage die. So we're going to add that 4th. That's a recycle, right? Yeah. Okay. There. We got 9 dice. 9 dice. We've got to sacrifice 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. Which means we need 6s and 1s, baby. So I like this. I was kind of hoping this would happen. So Gabrielle pulls out a gun and one of her blunderbusses and doesn't even say anything. She just pulls it out and shoots. And when it hits him, and he goes flying back, and she whips out her phone or her deck and boom, 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 and shuts him down before he can transmit anything. So or anything about what the encounter was. She's not sure if he had transmitted anything prior, that Aleph knowing that it had the contract, but now it doesn't. But she wanted to make sure that it didn't transmit anything that suggested that they killed him. They'll try to see, but they weren't going to walk out of there without that contract. So they grabbed the contract. Let's go back in. She's got 1 card left. And she's going to end her turn. When she ends her turn, we're going to draw this. Oh, nice. The master was right behind it. And discard that and discard the last card in here. And then add from the deck. Oh. But we still have to take 1 more turn. Because we have to do it when we can't. That's the last card of the clock. If we can't draw out of the clock, I believe that's when the game's out. If you cannot, you time out. Okay, we have 1 more turn. So they turn to leave. And let's see what happens. It's Frank's turn. Yeah. Getting out of there isn't as easy as they had hoped. There's 1 more guy waiting for them when they run out to get. He's actually sitting on Gabriella's bike, a really big dude. He sees them come out of the power station, ready to flee on her bike, it gets off her bike and it's and this Frank goes, "This one's mine." He squares off and all right, let's do this. He's got, we're doing rage. We're going to, no, we're not going to use the holy water. Well, we're going to use the holy water cocktail. We're going to discard the boost rage. Use a Reaper assembled during rage. Discard, add 2 rage dice. Don't mind if I do. That's 7 dice. Let's give it a shot. 6s and 1s, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I roll. This squares off, and these two go at it. Frank takes his hit from this android, shakes it off, gives it a couple to 1-2. It hits him back, and then Frank's got him, and he pummels him, kicks him in the knee, breaks his knee, falls down, and then he puts him down, and gives him one more with his elbow just to be sure. And as the robot's laying in the mud, it started raining. The whitish liquid bleeding out of its nose. Gabrielle turns it off, and then they get on their bike and leave. Because we go to draw. Let's see. We go like this. It's a minion. We take the last card out. There are 3 cards left in this Nexus. No cards left in the clock. We get out of there, and they're off. Contract in hand. Alep's contract in hand. Heading home. Okay. With murder in their hearts, because Crystal set them up, but they knew this was going to happen. They were just waiting for when it was going to happen. Now it's on. Now they got all the contracts they can. They've got 6 contracts, I think, right now. Contracts made by other Novum to the Novum of the Damned. And they're not quite sure. They think the contracts define regions and powers and stuff, and that they might be ending in the next couple of years. So it would make sense that the Novums want these back. They're out in the market for some reason. Just no one knows why. The Novum are trying to buy them off the demons, and Gabrielle and Frank are collecting them. Next episode is going to be Sam and Gabrielle are going to be looking for Crystal, because it's time for a little payback. Huh. All right, that is it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah. Viva la Dungeon. Oh, you know what? Hey, stop. Before we Viva la Dungeons. Before we do the Viva la Dungeons, let's check out the Enduring Fragment here. Alep's contract. The line. Don't underestimate the power of a contract, a simple agreement, and the world can be bent to your will. Just sign on the dotted line and all this can be yours. The fine print, when you look for it, it skitters off the page, like cockroaches in the sudden light. Don't worry about the fine print. The cats will get it. While contracted, sacrifice an enduring fragment. You may sacrifice 1 fleeting fragment instead. I don't know. I don't know. What are the other ones I have earmarked for this mission? You said a lot. The study. Hey, McTeddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining, man. You have a great night too. Hey, I started reading your the rats one, and it'd be interesting because I would be so horrified. It reminds me of 2 things. One, it reminds me of King Rat, which is an awesome book, which of course wasn't Vietnam War, and then it makes me think that I would not survive a freaking moment being a rat tunneler. Anyway, the story, Fleeting Fragment. Every time you hear the story, it's a little different. Not in some, I find something new each time sort of way. The story is actually literally different. Sometimes you hit the right turn of phrase, but it's gone the next time. It can't be helped. Support, sacrifice, exchange 1 omen of doom for 1 omen of hope. Not bad. Oh, I like this one. This one I like though. I like this one. This was a good one. The Flood. Trash one mutation die. A second ago there wasn't a cloud in the sky, but now thousands of droplets rain down upon you as you open your umbrella to shield yourself from the storm. You scream in surprise, and the falling spiders begin crawling down your throat. You know that someone normal would want it to stop. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna, let's see. Who's gonna... Well, Gabrielle would have to ditch one in order to use this one. What would she want to ditch? Draw one card. Oh, let's get rid of this one, Press Victory. She's going to keep Trash and Mutation die. Frank's going to take the story, and it is a good night. Yeah, that crawling around those tunnels, that's nuts. Nuts. You ever, did you watch, what's the 20s gangster show on, I think it's on BBC, but it's on Netflix too. The, frick. Starts with a P. But there's a part where the main character, he was in France in World War One, where they were crawling around in tunnels in France. Sappers and stuff. Not the Pinkertons. It's set in 20s England, 1920s, and they're gangsters. I think they're Cillian Murphy is the lead character. It's a great show, super great. I'm totally blanking on it, but he was in World War One, and he was crawling around tunnels, having flashbacks. And when they were fighting in France, it was just any of that kind of stuff always gets me because I'm kind of claustrophobic. I think most of us are. The idea of being on your knees and having dirt up against your back and your sides, that's crazy. I think some people just might actually like that. Dwarves. I'm more of an elf, I guess. All right, I am out. Have a great night, man. I will see you guys later. Viva la dungeon.